Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Ubago, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac, hello internet.
Good day. So, yeah, it's been a while since the last time I've recorded.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
Been busy.
kinda, yeah. I mean, I probably could do stuff by myself, but honestly, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And
Yeah, you need your jackass sidekick.
honestly, like, I actually do feel that it's better to have a partner. It's like nice to bounce things off of folks.
It's kind of like walking down, a back alleyway in the middle of the night.
So let's see. Last time we did the featured series, the featured episode.
Yes.
Yeah. So today we're gonna do just probably something pretty quick, if it goes like I think it does, before the new expansion hits next week. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I believe it's next Tuesday.
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much as soon as we're done here, I gotta go and buy the pre-order bundle. 'Cause
Somebody got paid this week.
yeah. So I'm gonna start what we're gonna look at here. So the newest featured Foundry mission is interesting in that it is not a mission; it's a social zone. And I think this will probably be kind of neat. So, let's check this out. Since I accepted the mission, it popped up the Choose Your Away team, so I imagine you had probably already started it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
I chose my away team.
So speaking of the pre-order bundle, I think it was just last week Cryptic finally announced what the stats and abilities will be for the Jem'Hadar Vanguard stuff, and like Cryptic tends to do with expansions, the Vanguard ships are going to be a new category, with their category effect being that they seem to have like a permanent carrier pet, which is kind of interesting. Like it has a few neat effects. And if it gets KO'd, then it will automatically come back after a short bit. Okay. But the other thing that's actually really kind of cool about those ships is that so there's going to they have a new level 6 mastery, and what level 6 mastery does is it basically unlocks the ability to fly that ship on other characters.
Yeah, they mentioned that basically once you got the mastery was unlocked for, your Federation captains.
Or like your Klingons or
Klingon.
your Romulans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which...
But it's interesting to see that that's the way they're doing that.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. But also, on that subject... wow, throwing up the horns there, eh?
Yeah, you did that too.
Yeah, I was like... Huh. So, on that note, another piece of Cryptic news that's really pretty cool is that Cryptic has announced that what? Oh, that must have been you. Okay.
Yeah.
Cryptic has announced that Romulans are now going to be able to fly almost all ships of their chosen faction, and the new Jem'Hadar faction will also have the same effect. The only ones that will be limited. I'm here at the bartender, and all the options are in German.
Well, I mean, the second one's mineral water.
So the only...
I'm assuming the third one's some form of coffee. I don't know what the last one is. It's a mystery to me. T. What could that be? Tea. I don't know.
All right.
I know what kind of drink tea could be.
But yeah, so
the ships.
Yeah, so to finish my thought here. Yeah, so what what's the blue one up there? The only ships that are not going to become flyable are the ones where they specifically made factional variants. So, like the Chimera Heavy Raider,
the destroyers,
yeah, like the Chimera Heavy Destroyer, a bunch of the temporal ships.
The was it the Kelvin 3-pack thing?
Yeah. So any
or the lockbox thing rather.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that's the exit.
Enter interior social zone. Oh, and yep, that's the exit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done just yet. Yeah. So any of these ships that specifically had alternate variants because of the Romulan faction, they're not going to give. They're not going to give like them over just because like, hey, we already gave you a bonus one, so. But yeah. I think that's still pretty cool though. Like that's it's about time that they did that. Honestly, like
it greatly expands the options for those other factions.
Yes. Like especially since Cryptic does add the occasional like Romulan vessel, but nowhere near as often as they add Klingon and Federation.
Yeah, but it's also not everything, so it doesn't make it pointless to not have a Federation captain either.
For sure. And like some of the, I mean, it's all like there are ships in the Romulan fleet that are designed to be like versions of ships that the Federation and the Klingons have, but they still do it in their own way. So like, okay, yeah, you can get a now you have the option of flying the advanced escort or the Romulan version of the advanced escort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, more options are never a bad thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Was there anything else specific that I wanted to cover in news?
New lockbox, which was just announced today.
Yep. Cryptic just announced a new lockbox, which is the
DS9 theme.
DS9
spoiler.
theme, which they call it DS9 theme. Is this okay? The door opens and it goes nowhere. They call it DS9 theme, but it's a weird bundle. Like, so it's DS9 themed in the sense that it's stuff that was in Deep Space Nine. So the ships in it are Jem'Hadar, and they're pretty neat. I actually kind of like them.
Yeah. The Jem'Hadar light battlecruiser.
Yeah, the Jem'Hadar light battlecruiser and a
Maquis Raider.
That's right. Yes, the Maquis Raider is the Lobi ship.
I got to admit, that Maquis Raider, like the model they're using, looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks great.
Like, this might also just because I used to have a little toy of the thing. I don't even remember what that was. It was like they used to have these Star Trek toys that were you get a little ship and it would pop open and there'd be little tiny miniature like figures of the crew that you could play with.
Oh yeah?
And there'd be like the bridge there. Yeah. I know, hard to believe. They used to market Star Trek toys to children.
I know.
But yeah, I remember, like, I had, like... The only two I remember having were the Defiant and that Maquis Raider.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What happens in the holodeck stays in the holodeck.
Yeah. So there's those two ships. There's Ferengi Plasma is the new energy type, which I didn't quite catch what the effects are. I'll make sure to put a note in the. Oh, that door broke. I'll make sure to.
I'd like to think that it gives you more money, but
so the console, the lockbox console is interesting because was it the lockbox? No, I think it was the Raiders console. No, it's the lockbox console. The lockbox console.
The Raiders console gives you a plasma storm.
Yeah, the lockbox console is it's basically you are pulling over the enemy ship for an inspection. It's essentially boarding party, but you are also stunning the enemy ship for the duration, and then at the end of it, not only will it deal some damage and attempt to disable a subsystem, you might also get some platinum out of it.
Nice.
So
let me take a look real quick because I have my handy dandy phone to look. See what the plasma does.
The Lobby costumes, if I remember right, are like it's Wayoon's stuff. Oh, that's the other cool thing that's in those lockbox. There's a bunch of holographic bridge officers, which are a bunch of characters from Deep Space Nine, plus James Kurland.
I mean, James Kurland's from Deep Space Nine. If you go to Deep Space Nine, he says he's here.
Yep.
Okay, so Ferenginar Plasma is minus 20% all damage for 10 seconds, stacks up to 4 times. And at 4 stacks, it disables for 5 seconds and removes all stacks.
All right.
So that's actually a pretty good plasma weapon.
That's a pretty cool plasma weapon.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's kind of a neat lockbox. And like, yeah, I'm super interested in the new Jem'Hadar ships, and I'm looking forward to leveling them up all the way so I can fly them on my main character. Because,
to be honest, I'm really hoping that the bridge officers are, prevalent enough to be cheap on the auction house, because I really want a Wayoon.
Yeah, that one would be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so it seems like a fairly small-ish area, but it's like pretty nicely done.
Plus, it's just a neat idea that they made, a social map.
Yeah.
You can only obviously bring up to 5 people in here. But...
Yeah, but it's still a nice, nice area for this fleet.
So the thing I want to find is it mentioned bring a floater in, and I did. I'm just figuring out where to use it.
I'm about to start the I think this is because it mentions a Borg attack thing.
Yeah,
I think I'm about to start it. Do you have your shotgun?
I have the TR-16.
Okay, that works too.
Just good enough. I just need to figure out where you are.
Oh, I was in that. Yeah.
I love that one of the replies you can do is assimilate this.
Yeah.
Oh, they just appear all over. Okay.
Oh yeah, they just appear all over.
It's like party crashers.
Okay, so another little bit of news that's pretty rad is wait, why my controls a little messed up, right? All right, back to the so they have announced a.
I just want to point out that guy was literally just Captain Morgan.
So they announced. Oh, there's where the Borg are. So Cryptic also. So some time ago, Cryptic announced that they had found a new partner for the 3D printing, and
yes, and apparently that was working.
Yeah,
decently.
apparently it's working pretty decently. If I can get to when we're done here, I'll go like back to Earth Space Dock and I can show off the button.
The button.
It's pretty neat. Alright, facepalm. Yep, that was good.
That was good. I mean, that was bad, but that was good.
So
I mean, it's good now because we get to shoot him.
that's right. So they just, I believe, this week announced a new option. So in addition to the options that they had already, which was like good kits, but they were also kind of expensive. Oh, here's another batch.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, 3D printing stuff's expensive.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I think this article that I'm talking about is also saying that the prices that I had quoted before were apparently just an introductory special offer, and they're going up by I think at least $50 per one. But they are having another line that's not quite as like fancily done, but still like really nice. Which so like it starts at like $20 for a 4-inch model, and goes up to 100.
300.
300.
The 12-inch one was 300.
300 for the 12-inch one, yeah. All right. I think that was the invasion.
Mm-hmm. We killed them all.
That was just a neat little thing.
Yeah, some random Borg invasion.
Now let's see if I can find this floater.
But yeah, the 4-inch was supposedly 20.
Yeah, which is like an incredible, and it still lets you customize them. When I say customize, I mean like you pick your ship, you pick your ship's customization, and then you send it to them for printing. So like it doesn't,
you literally do this in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I'll show once. I think we're just about done showing off this social zone.
Yeah, because I can't find this floater thing.
Yeah,
this is like part of the holodeck.
No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah,
So man, I played too many fighting games. I'm like, oh, it's training mode.
All right. Yeah, this looks like everything, so I'm just going to head to the beam out.
Okay.
Still, this was really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it was $20 for the 4-inch, 99 for the 7-inch, and $299 for a 12-inch.
Okay. That's like, I think that's actually pretty reasonable prices.
Given it's a niche in individually 3D printed things.
Yeah, and like $20 for the 4-inch, I think is actually like a really good deal.
And then also pointing out, you're literally talking to someone who has spent like $300 on a metal toy of Voltron. So, you know. I'm sorry, high-end collectible action figure.
Not that long ago.
It's a toy.
Not that long ago, I finished paying off the like $400-500 for another Common Rider belt.
Oh yeah, that's it. Which was that? The Deno driver?
No, the O's.
Oh yeah, they did an O's driver. Eh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
whoa.
whoops.
Oh, here. No. I'm actually saying time to fly.
Yeah, maybe once we get to the other...
Though it also looks like we fell through the world.
Yeah, momentarily.
Oh, it's because... Okay, no, there's literally people outside. Okay. Okay.
Huh. Oh.
I mean, nice job speaking from the future.
Can we... Oh, there you go. Optional, fly outside. You must have a floater device. Do I? Yes, I do have one. For immersion purposes, you may want to use an EV suit for you and your bridge officers. Meh.
I can breathe in space.
I can breathe in space. Look at that great...
Oh, wow.
Look at that great box on the bottom.
Yeah, you know.
It's alright.
They're building a Borg cube. What do we got up here? This is a... Is this a Sovereign?
Oh, nope, that's not quite what I want to do.
It's an Intrepid over here.
That is...
Oh, no, this is an Odyssey,
Yeah, it's
I
an
think.
Odyssey. There's... Yeah, an Odyssey, an Intrepid, and I think that's the Chimera?
I think so. You're pretty... Sadly, you can't go all over it, but you can get pretty close to it.
I really, really like that they have these... I really, really like that they have the, like, ground scale models in the game. Mm-hmm. Or at least a version of the model that you can put in ground stuff. Even if this is...
Yeah, I mean, getting right up to it, it's obviously not too exact
No,
scale.
this is, like, clearly not scale. But it's still pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, like, you fly over here to this starbase and, like... I feel like an absolute giant compared to this starbase.
When you're done, come over here. There's more Borg combat.
Yeah, I saw that. So, let's beat up some Borg.
Do I have to disengage?
Yeah.
Why are we not shooting them?
Why are they not engaged yet?
Oh. Beam these people a shuttlecraft.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm sure there's been, like, quite a bit of actual news that I'm probably just not like
they've been
keeping it-
announcing like which and giving a little synopses of the new feature episodes that are coming.
Yeah, like there's
But,
been.
I mean, I honestly haven't been looking at them because we're going to be doing them soon
yeah,
enough.
pretty much. And I'm definitely looking forward to the expansion.
Yeah, having some new stuff doing this will be interesting.
Yeah. They did say what was special about the version of the Jem'Hadar that you get in the pre-order bundle as opposed...
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just straight up better.
Yeah, so... And every player will still have the ability to make a Jem'Hadar. The thing, though, is that... I think that's that.
Yep.
The thing, though, is that one of their abilities, and honestly, it's still a pretty good. Ooh, got a little framey for a moment there. Oh my! All right, what's going on here?
Oh, if you go over here, he'll basically tell you got off his ship.
Yeah, I saw. There we go. No. Oof, it got real framey for a moment there. Yeah, so one of the abilities just gives them straight up combat buffs in ground combat. But the pre-order, or at least the C-Store version, that ability becomes active in all combat.
Yeah, so they're just literally just straight up better.
Yeah. Just better everywhere.
They also have a lot of abilities that work off Ketracel Light, which is really cool.
Yeah. Alright. It seems like everything for this map. Yeah, so I'm definitely interested in trying them out and seeing the new storyline. It's
Aww.
yeah.
The thing at the bottom.
Aw.
Memory of his father. That was really cool, though.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that you wouldn't think someone would do with a foundry.
Yeah. I keep seeing some social zone type stuff. Not a lot, but every now and then. But it's still fascinating to see people do it in the Foundry because one thing that's mentioned in the cryptic news article for this mission is that this sort of stuff is not the Foundry is not meant for this type of stuff. The Foundry is meant to make a mission, not to make Earth space dock. And yet people will do it because it's that's something that they are passionate about.
Yeah. Well, in general, that's a thing that anytime you give someone mod tools,
people want to have.
You will go beyond what the developers think of.
Oh, for sure. And one of the things Cryptic has, I would say, developed in their community is this desire for is a desire for community, is a desire for fleets, people who get together and honestly do cool things together. So it makes sense that people would be very interested in making their own custom social zones if they can't there was a time a while ago where Cryptic kind of wanted to implement an ability to use a Foundry-like system to make the internal of your ship and then be able to invite people into it. And
that'd be cool.
That
probably a lot of resources.
Yeah, and that's pretty much why they ended up not doing it.
Though, I mean, on the other hand, if it's just using the same stuff that's in the Foundry.
Yeah. So anyway, when you go to the ship customizer, because this is where you're going to want to be anyway, right here at the bottom, there's this new button now for 3D print this ship. And I'm not actually sure what's going to happen when I click this, so let's see what happens.
It'll probably say,
okay,
here's how you pay for this.
I'm pretty sure if I press either the learn more or print ship buttons here, it's going to take me to the website, and like my recording rig is not going to deal with that. So
I'll take the shot for you because I'm not recording the video. So yeah, learn more literally just takes you to the website.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, so I see. All the ones they had before were all 12 inches. Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, all the ones they had before now were all 12 inches.
Oh, okay. Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That absolutely sounds in line with what I was expecting. Like 4 inch, like honestly, 4 inches is still like that's still kind of big.
Yeah.
Like I think the like I want to say the Hot Wheels Vengeance you got me is like 2. But I always have a hard time with Imperial, so maybe it's 3.
Hot Wheels are about like 2 inches wide.
I'm pretty.
I mean, I'm based this off the cars, not the ships.
Yeah,
but
I
they're
feel
like an inch and a half to 2 inches wide.
I'm positive that
long, not wide. Long.
I'm positive that the 4-inch would be bigger than the Vengeance I have here, and
yes.
I think it costs not that much more because this would have been like what 10 or 15.
What? Oh no, that Hot Wheels Vengeance. Yeah. No, that was like $1.
Okay.
Hot Wheels are super cheap.
Okay. I very much overestimated how much that metal cost.
No, it's. I don't know if they take a loss on it or what, but assume you buy Hot Wheels at retail. That being the case, because when you get collector stuff like that, they can be hard to find.
Yeah.
Fortunately, when I got you that, I kind of worked at a toy store.
So that worked out.
Yeah, R.I.P. Toys R Us, by the way.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But yeah, no, Hot Wheels are like $1. But even so another example, another series of Star Trek things I have, or I know about rather. Let me look it up. For the record, if you hit what's the other thing?
Like
print ship. It literally takes a thing, uploads it to the website, and then takes you to an interface to where you can actually, select your options and buy it.
Yeah, that actually sounds what I expected.
And you don't get charged until you actually click anything, obviously.
Yeah, because I mean,
coincidentally, I may have just spent $500. No, I'm just kidding. I did not spend $500.
I mean, hey, you still need to choose which size and which options you want. Yeah, I want to like with the one that costs $20. Like, all right, they may be a little bit more fragile than my Hot Wheels Vengeance, but the pictures that they show on the website look real good. And for $20, I'm willing to like shell out for a fleet.
So there is a company called Eagle Moss, and they do. It's the way they do it is weird because I think it's like a subscription service to where you need to get them all or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but they do Star Trek ships and they come with little bio things.
Huh.
And I've seen those, and those are about, I want to say 5 or 6 inches wide. A local hobby shop has some. It's just they're all like a really dumb ship. Like random ship that was in one episode of Voyager, not something cool.
The attack wing minis, are those like usually less than an inch, or are they closer to 2 or
I've
3?
never seen them in person, but if they're close to X-wing size, I would say those are like 2 to 3 inches.
Okay, I would imagine that the like cap,
or not X-wing, sorry, the other Star Wars game that is the cap ships. Armada.
Oh yeah, Armada. Yeah, I would imagine that the cap ship models for Star Trek would be 2 or 3-ish. I've seen the boxes for Attack Fleet. I just haven't like seen the actual models.
Let's say these other. Oh, they do have them. So these, the Star Trek official starships collection. It's called is what it's called, and they are about $20 each.
Okay.
They range, I'd say like 5 to 6 inches.
Okay.
HLJ actually sells them.
Really?
Which is what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, the problem is the only ones you're going to find in stock are like garbage.
So obviously the ones no one wanted.
Like USS Saratoga from the one episode of Deep Space Nine. The one I was just looking at was the Starfleet Academy flight training craft.
Huh.
So it's not really stuff no one wants, but it's like obscure things.
Okay.
What's this one? I can't even. The other half of this is there. In fact, the ones on HLJ are in Japanese. But it's like Neelix's cargo ship.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway.
Anyway, yeah. So it's actually pretty cool.
4 inches isn't a bad size.
Yeah, 4 inches is like a great size, and for $20, that's like. I was thinking about getting one at like the other prices, and like I might, if I can find like the one ship that I really really like enough to get a 12-inch big ass model of. But at $20 for 4 inches, like I'm willing to splurge and pick up like a few of the ships that I don't necessarily like super like, but like enough.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I think is like kind of neat about that as well is that considering like the lack of customization options on some of the more iconic ships that are available, this also is kind of an interesting way to get to get a model of a ship that may not necessarily have its own. Like, who makes Iconian ships? And like, just
no
like,
one,
and,
because they're exclusive to this game, basically.
Like there's like ones like that for sure, but like a lot of the non-Starfleet ships, like there's no.
This one I might actually do because it looks cool. The
mobile armor looking one is one that I may want to get a print of, just to see how well they make it.
Actually, so here's a question I have. Let me see if I can actually do this. Over here. I
also wonder if the print includes any visual effects, like if they would print the Borg console mod, or
that's actually a good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to test that. I like.
Give me a second, I can check. No, the other thing I'm checking right now is because you're able to, like in the preview thing, apply parts that you don't own. I'm wondering if you can actually do that in the uploader, because I'm actually testing that right now.
Oh wow, neat.
So I took my, was it Concorde? The command battleship, because that's... If I have to do one, I'm thinking either that one or the Icarus. Though on the other hand, it's kind of less cool that you're getting a ship that you don't actually own.
Yeah, like...
in the game, or that you don't actually have in the game.
I mean, there's a bit where I'd be like, yeah, like, if I got this part, it would be real rad. Like, I think that if I hadn't been able to get the Fleet Avenger model, I'd probably make use of that, because the Fleet Avenger model has the flat. If I remember right, it has the flat nacelle connectors, which is like one of my favorite designs in all of Star Trek ships. Like I super like the ships that are like the flat nacelles, like the Intrepid. So like, I think I still have my. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. On my screen right now, I'm showing my tier 6 not Intrepid, but my tier 6 Avenger with the flat nacelles. And like, if I didn't have that option available to me because I just never bought or I never had the ability to buy a fleet Avenger, I'd probably try and make use of that because that's the way I want my Avenger to look. I might touch up the model of this Avenger and make this be the one I first print. Because I actually super like the Avenger line in this game. Like, it looks real sharp. I may also try and touch up one of my tier 6 Odysseys. Oh, nope. That I think that ship we saw in the social zone was actually the command battlecruiser. I don't think it was. I don't think it was the.
What is it?
Let's see what I have in dry dock. Not one of those.
It might be one of the ones I don't have.
Yeah, maybe.
Or just done differently. You know, I'm testing now to see if it will, in fact, bring over stuff like the Borg visuals.
All right, here's one. Here's one that I'm willing to spend $20 on just to see if they'll even do it. The Sulaban Cell ship.
Fair enough.
Like I'm willing to throw $20 to see if they'll even bother. To see how successful they would be at printing this goofy tentacle machine.
Okay, so looking at at least the preview model they give you does have the Borg console effects on there.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, when they do the other sizes and such, I will probably go for this. They are not available yet, though.
Yeah, they're going to be like the $20 version, and those. Yeah, those are going to be like
coming soon.
Coming soon. Mm-hmm.
TM. Yeah. Sure, I might do with that. Get the one of my Romulan ships.
Oh yeah, I definitely should look at my Romulan ships. Boy, are there some really...
See, this is dangerous for me because it's basically giving me free reign to get toys, customized toys whenever I want. Again, but I will probably, once they have the $20 option, just drop $20 and see how they are, because quite honestly, $20 is how much a Star Wars figure cost me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I once that option becomes available, I definitely want to get at least one just to see what what it turns out, and depending on how it turns out, then I'll probably be looking at putting together like a fleet.
Yeah, I'm very curious about how the A, paint job works, and B, how the plastic quality is, because I'm assuming they're replastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. Like, the demo ones that they show on the website look great, even at the 4-inch size. But yeah, I want to get my hands on one just to have a feel, and then go from there. Anyway, I think...
Yeah, and there's...
Sorry, did you have something you want to say?
As I say, there's also a site that lets you do a similar thing with D&D miniatures.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. I think they run similar prices, depending on how big you make it / detailed.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's about it for us today. We'll try and be back next week and show off the new expansion.
Victory is life.
Yeah.
And also Catcher Cell White is life.
Yes.
Because, Jumper are basically a race of drug addicts.
Something like that.
Medicinal drug addicts, mind you.
Yes. All right. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.